Exercise page 4. Number 1. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. The next morning, the emperor went, came, took to Chang's little house. The answer is came. Number 2. Why is the emperor people cheap here to see me? The answer is why is the emperor. Number 3. The emperor took Chang to the house, garden, field. The answer is field. Number 4. How many goats, cows, sheep do you look after for me, Chang? The answer is sheep. Question number 2. Complete. Number 1. The next morning, the emperor spaces to Chang's little house. The answer is the next morning, the emperor came to Chang's little house. Number 2. Why the emperor here to spaces me, Chang thought. The right answer is why the emperor here to see me, Chang thought. Number 3. The emperor took Chang to the spaces. The answer is the emperor took Chang to the field. Number 4. How many spaces do you look after me, Chang? The answer, how many sheep do you look after me, Chang? Number 5. I don't spaces, sir, Chang replied. The answer is I don't know, sir, Chang replied. Question number 3. Who said that? Number 1. Why is the emperor here to see me? The answer is Chang. Number 2. How many sheep do you look after for me, Chang? The answer is the emperor. Question number 4. Answer the following questions. Number 1. Who came to see Chang the next morning? The answer is the emperor came to see Chang next morning. Number 2. How many of the emperor's sheep did Chang look after? The answer is 20. Number 3. Was Chang's house big or little? The answer is Chang's house was little. Number 4. Where did the emperor take Chang? The answer is the emperor took Chang to the field. Question number 5. Underline the mistake and correct it. Number 1. The next morning, the emperor came to Chang's big house. The wrong is big. The right answer is little. The next morning, the emperor came to Chang's little house. Number 2. The emperor took Chang to the palace. The wrong is palace. The right answer is field. The emperor took Chang to the field. Number 3. I don't think, sir, Chang replied. The wrong answer, think. The right answer is no. I don't know, sir, Chang replied. Number 4. How many sheep are in my garden now? The emperor asked. The wrong answer is garden. The right answer is field. How many sheep are in my field now? The emperor asked. Number 5. Then I will learn you. 19. Only 19, Chang. The wrong answer is learn. The right answer is tell. Then I will tell you 19. Only 19, Chang. Exercise page 5. Number 1. Complete. 1. Chang spaces 18, 19. The answer is counted. Chang counted 18, 19. Number 2. There were only spaces sheep in the field. The answer is 19. There were only 19 sheep in the field. Number 3. One of my sheep is spaces. The answer is lost. One of my sheep is lost. Number 4. I don't space, sir, Chang replied. The answer is no. I don't know, sir, Chang replied. Number 4. Then I will spaces you. The answer is tell. Then I will tell you. Number 6, it is lost because you spaces your flute and you don't look spaces my cheap. The answer is play and after. It's lost because you play your flute and you don't look after my sheep. Number 7, the emperor was spaces. The answer is angry. The emperor was angry. Number 8, when Chang counted, there were only spaces sheep in the field. The answer is 19. When Chang counted, there were only 19 sheep in the field. Number 9, it's lost because you spaces your spaces and don't spaces my sheep. The emperor said spaces. The answer is play, flute, look after, angrily. It's lost because you play your flute and don't look after my sheep, the emperor said angrily. Number 2, who said this? 1, one of my sheep is lost. The answer is the emperor. 2, I don't know, sir. The answer is Chang. Number 3, you don't look after my sheep. The answer is emperor. Number 3, answer the following questions. Number 1, how many sheep did Chang look after? The answer is 20. Number 2, how many sheep were there in the field when he counted them? The answer is 19. Number 3, why was the emperor angry? The answer, because one of the sheep is lost. Number 4, choose the correct answer. Number 1, there were only 20, 19, 18 sheep in the field. The answer is 19. Number 2, one of my sheep, goats, cows is lost. The answer is sheep. Number 3, I don't go lesson. No, sir. The answer is no. Number 4, then I will learn, teach, tell you. The answer is tell. Number 5, it's lost because you use, play, catch your flute. The answer is play. Number 6, you don't look after, before, at, my sheep. The answer is after. Number 7, the emperor said happily, sadly, angrily. The answer is angrily. Exercise page 6. Number 1, choose the correct answer. Number 1, the emperor took Chang back to his little house, garden, field. The right answer is field. Number 2, give me that drum, piano, flute. The emperor said. The right answer is flute. Number 3, the flute was over, under, in Chang's bed. The right answer is under. Number 4, Chang picked flute up and gave it to the people, emperor, sheep. The right answer is emperor. Number 5, the emperor broke the flute into 3, 2, 4 pieces. The right answer is 2. Number 6, Chang's flute was under tree, bed, chair. The right answer is bed. Number 7, the emperor said, now go and don't go, take, come back. The right answer is come. Number 2, answer the following questions. Number 1, where was Chang's flute? The answer is Chang's flute was under Chang's bed. Number 2, what did the emperor do to Chang's flute? The answer is the emperor broke the flute into 2 pieces. Number 3, what did the emperor say to Chang? The answer is the emperor said, now go and don't come back. Number 3, who said that? Number 1, give me that flute. The answer is the emperor. Number 2, now go and don't come back. The answer is the emperor. Number 4, complete. Number 1, the emperor took Chang's back to his little spaces. The answer is house. The emperor took Chang's back to his little house. Number 2, the emperor said, give me that spaces. The right answer is flute. The emperor said, give me that flute. Number 3, the flute was under Chang's spaces. The right answer is bed. The flute was under Chang's bed. Number 4, Chang pick it up and give it to the spaces. The right answer is emperor. Chang pick it up and give it to the emperor. Number 5, the emperor spaces the flute into spaces pieces. The right answer is broke 2. The emperor broke the flute into 2 pieces. Number 6, the emperor said now spaces and don't spaces back. The right answer is go and come. The emperor said now go and don't come back. وبكده نبقى خلصنا الأسئلة بتاعة chapter 1 للقصة The Magic Flute. أنا منتظرة أي سؤال لحضراتكم أو أي جزء مش مفهوم اكتبولي في التعليقات وأنا هرد على حضراتكم. وما تنسوش اللايك والشير والسبسكرايب للفيديو عشان يوصل لأكبر عدد ممكن والناس تستفيد منه، والدال على الخير كفاعله. كان معكم ميس لبنى أحمد. شكرا لكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.